Hi guys, welcome to Tarot Spinning. My name's Kathy and today we're going to do a pick a card and it's for the new moon. It'll be the new moon on the 9th of July in the States and it'll be the 10th of July in Australia. So with a new moon, it is the planting of seeds, it's the beginning point, the like initiating and like bringing in the energy and what you want to manifest or what you want to pull in or what you're working towards. So we have a choice of 3. We'll start out with this very colourful little bracelet. We'll be reading 1, but before we get to that, we better get some cards out over here to pick from. So just sort my deck, sort my little set out here a bit. I've got too much here anyway. Okay. So we're going to get Work Your Light Oracle. We get some cards for the new moon, please. Get some cards for the new moon for July 2021. Sort of got a few random decks here that I'm going to use. The moon cards I usually use, but we've got an ElleQuiOracle card and a Work Your Light Oracle card. Right. Get some cards for the new moon for July 2021 for the pick a card. Way too many. Let's get a few, not too many. Good, we can start. Some cards for the new moon for July, for what's coming up for the collective. Not sure what we got. Oh no, we haven't got too many. I was going to say, I'm not sure if we've got too many. Right. Now we shall spin and see what we get for the cards. Okay, reading 1. This is for you. You would have picked this beautiful little bracelet. Very colourful. Very much the chakra bracelet by the looks of the stones on there. So we'll get a pile of cards for reading 1, please. Okay, they're yours here, reading 1. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? We have Breeze. Surprise, discovery, revelation. She who surprises is Breeze. We have Extremes, which is card number 34. And we have Surrender to the Divine, Full Moon. So, very interesting, guys. That's the few cards out there. I'll just put your bracelet here. So, well, the main sort of a message here is there's a surprise, a discovery or a revelation coming in. And from the full moon for the following 2 weeks, so you go from about the 9th or 10th of July until about the, say, 15th, 16th, give or take, for that 2-week period. There might be a surprise, a discovery, or a revelation that comes in. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Well, it's just tending to your needs and looking after yourself. This card usually depicts, you know, buying yourself a bunch of flowers, treating yourself something, getting yourself maybe a massage or a treatment if there's something you've got, you know, some problem area in your body. It's usually to do with the body and looking out for the body, maybe treating yourself to a new outfit, anything like that. It can just be a giving yourself, like it's like taking yourself out for a day out, doing something for yourself. With the extremes, that's sort of to do with more the emotion, being the moon pulls on the emotions. So with the extremes and surrender to the divine, I'd say there could be, with the surprise, discovery, or the revelation, there could be something that gets brought up and you have a little bit of a reaction to it, maybe more of a reaction than you thought you would have to this situation, which we'll get some cards and we'll see what we can find out. So we'll get some cards for reading one, please. For reading one for the new moon, please. Reading one for the new moon. Cards are just slightly too big. I have a bit of trouble shuffling them. Okay, back into this. Right. New moon. We've got the Ace of Swords and the Fool. And we have the Four of Wands. So, this is, the Ace of Wands is the being the ace, it's a 1, it's the beginning. It's usually to do with truth, karma, justice. It will be definitely to do with that revelation or a discovery or the surprise that's coming into play. There's the Fool energy, so there's a beginning of something starting up, or a new beginning starting, a new way of walking into a different way or a different idea of thinking, I'd say. It's more to do with the thoughts. Now the Four of Wands, it can be to do with the home, it can be a wedding, engagement. This one I feel it's definitely to do with the home and where you live, who you live with. It's the family that's at your home or with you at your home. We have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So, with that Seven of Swords, it's usually to do with the theft of time or energy, sometimes possessions, but I feel like it's setting yourself into a different way of thinking, and you're definitely walking away. With the Eight of Cups here, you're walking away from a situation or from something that was, something that you used to do or think a certain way. You're releasing something or letting something go. And we've got the Five of Pentacles sitting over the house, so I feel like it's to do with concerns about income and abundance and money. So you might be actually changing the way you look at how you earn money or what you're doing with your money. It's definitely something to do with a mindset to do with money. And we'll go further along. There's the Five of Cups, Judgment, and the Hermit. So with the Five of Cups, the energy is sort of a bit of disappointment there. So whatever the revelation, surprise, discovery that come in, with those extremes of surrender to the divine, there's definitely a little bit of a disappointment that comes in. You discover something, you're releasing something, and it's very temporary. It's not a solid situation that's going to last or stay. It's an emotional situation. It's more watery, like the moon. It's more of an emotional, you know, going through the process. of, it's like a grieving for something, but I don't feel it's for people. It's more a grieving for something that's past and finished, and you're walking away from it. So that Eight of Cups there is definitely saying, with the Fool energy, that you're walking away from it. And here you are with the Judgment card. Gabriel's blowing the trumpet, and they're bringing the dead to life. So it's a rebirth. It's a new way. It's a change, a big change coming in around, and I don't think it's really a change that you're going to physically be doing. It's more mental. It's more in the thoughts. So the Hermit, it's a bit of reflection. So it's time to reflect and go over and sort of make things sit with you, that you feel comfortable with what your decisions are. And this is where that Star Mother will come in, where you can, how can you mother yourself? Well, you're like a mother would be, patient with yourself. Don't push yourself or rush yourself to push and go too hard and go, like you're trying to hurry through it, because when there's anything that's a bit of a big change like this, we tend to want to rush past it because we don't really want to sit in that energy. So this is saying it's going to take a little bit of time for you to adjust to this change and the way it's to do with your thinking, something the revelation. You're going to have the change in thinking, how you see things, or how you've realised that even that maybe you've changed, or you've outgrown some people, because you walk away from something here. So you're walking away from, and this is that karmic card there with that truth, justice, destiny. So it was time to see the truth. It was time to realise the truth. So, and I feel like this is the key to it all here, is to do with the home, or it can be a relationship with family, friend or partner. And I don't feel like you're walking away from a marriage per se, but you're definitely walking away from something that has been, it's an old way of thinking, and you realise now that it's outdated and you need to step into a new, it's like I keep saying, a snake shedding its skin. So this is just like you're shedding a skin and you're growing a whole new skin over the top. We've got the High Priestess here at the end, and she's very much to do with your intuition. She's also a gateway and a portal. In this card, she's got the gateway there behind her, and she's all to do with the mystery, the moon, the magic, very much a moon card. And she's the feminine side of things, and just feeling that she's virtually saying to me that everything's going to come quite good. You're actually going to be quite happy when you move through that energy and come out the other side of it. Once you put it to bed, you're going to come in and you're going to be quite flamboyant, like she looks, just really like rocking it. Just feel like you're going to be so happy you've got through. I think it's been quite a big cycle, because we've got the Fool card, which is the beginning. So to get to the Fool to start over again, you've actually gone right through to the world, and you've gone through a whole cycle, and you're going back to the beginning. So I feel like this is a really big change that's coming in, that you've gone and learnt all about. I was going to ask if we got any cards for reading one, but they're already flying. So reading one, okay, that's heaps. Try and whiz through them because there's just heaps come out. Okay, get these few down the bottom here. Now we've got the Page of Wands, who always, in this deck, always looks like the Fool, because he's got that little kerchief hanging around with that broom on his shoulder in the path heading off ahead. So with the Page of Wands, that's energy coming in quite fast. The movement's picking up and going to speed up. Once this emotional situation settles down, the physical side of your life will start picking up and going a bit faster. There's the Six of Wands, so there's the Victory card, and the Queen of Swords. So that is brainstorming. With the Queen of Swords, she's about brainstorming. And just as these cards showed here, where you're milling things over and going over things, it's just virtually saying the same thing again. Once you've finished with this emotional change that you're going in through, there's the Victory card and the brainstorming, and sitting in that, like she's sitting on that throne. You're going to be sitting in your thoughts, and your thoughts are going to be quite strong. And once this cycle changes and moves through, you're going to be like that Queen of Swords. You're going to be quite powerful and quite at home with your thoughts and how you speak and how you state things. You won't be, this old way of thinking, the old way of doing is going to be gone. You're going to be changing. It's like you've got a boost of confidence. That's what it feels like. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Moon. Of course, the Moon. You've got to have the Moon again. The Moon for the Moon reading. Knight of Cups is that good, positive feelings coming in around you. There's a bit of news and information, and it can be to do with somebody wanting to catch up with you, family or friends. The Five of Swords there, that's the energy that's going to be gone. I feel like that's what you've left behind. It's in that walking away stack, and there's no more arguing, there's no more debating with people about whatever the situation is or the change you've brought in. You just walk the path now. You're not going to go back and go back over it. Once you've sort of decided to step forward, you're not going to step back. The Moon is just that same energy as the High Priestess. It's got that very feminine, very magic. This card feels like a lot of magic, and it will be probably coming to the full moon by the looks in this picture, so it's going to be later in the month, towards the end of the month. Oh, of course, we've got the Death card, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So, Death card is, of course, one door closing, this other door opening. So this was that big change that you're going through, and it's very much personal, on an emotional, personal situation, but once it's passed and you actually move through it, all this comes, everything starts moving and going forward, like in the external part of your life, all starts picking up. So that's Death just coming in to virtually tell everyone that yes, it's confirming the read that there is that big change. Nine of Pentacles is treating yourself. This is that Star Mother card where you're treating yourself to, it's, you know, fine dining, a treat of clothing, just anything you want to do or treat yourself. It could be a little break, like a weekend away. It feels like, looking at that card, there could be a little holiday, like a mini holiday. And even if not, it's definitely going and treating yourself to a dinner, going out. You can go out with friends. And then the King of Cups, well, he's the emotional body, being the cups. And the King there coming in on that stack is virtually saying that you're back in control of this emotional state. You're back up on top of the deck. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands. Fast-moving energy, news and information coming in about change, like it is said in the previous cards, that once that emotional body and that old skin sheds, things start picking up in your world physically, everything starts moving. So this is this energy coming in, because you've got two knights and they're galloping in, moving things on. And you've got a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. So this is the new start. Very much a bit of magician energy there, like magic, because you've got all your tools you need to go forward here and walk onto this path and go forward. And there's the King of Wands, Temperance, and the Two of Wands. King of Wands is a little bit to do with, and can be to do with, a bit of travel or planning a trip. You might be planning a trip. If not, he is just a go-get-it attitude. He's usually sitting on his throne, on the edge of the throne, like he's about to jump up and run out the door. Well, that's the energy he brings in. He's like quite fast-moving, quite powerful. So with that Temperance card, that's very much the card of healing and balance. And feeling that balance like she does depict in this picture. She's just centered and got herself sorted out. And it just feels like she's really confident and gaining more strength all the time, like it's improvements coming through, that really good balance coming in. And you've got the Two of Wands, which is a win-win situation, and you've got in this card, of course, the world in your hand. So once this energy and this new moon passes and we start heading towards the full moon, all this energy is going to start picking up, and it's coming through from shedding that old skin. Rightio, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit. We had the Hermit back there, didn't we? Yeah, we've got the Hermit, just another confirmation of the Hermit again. And there's the Magician, which we were just talking about in that card there, about being, they had that Magician vibe to it. Well, there is the Magician just confirming that energy. And you've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is to do with learning maybe a course, learning something to do with making money, doing another course, or learning something that helps improve your work situation, or studying on the side. You could be working somewhere and then studying to get a better job. And there's the Hermit, which we had here before, and it's feeling like to me that you're always checking in and looking after yourself, just like this card saying to mother yourself. You're always checking back inside and thinking, do I need a break? Do I need some meditation? Do I need a day out just to go and walk around and go to the botanical gardens, or whatever floats your boat. Go and sit by a river, go and sit at a campfire and stare into it. But you're making sure that energy feels like you're making sure that you're keeping yourself balanced, because it's sitting on that Temperance card, that balance is coming into play. The Magician, of course, you've got all the tools you need to move forward and make the magic. You are the fifth element. You'd be the fifth element of the magic coming in. You got the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Tower. Well, there we go. That's the ending of this bit. But King of Swords can be legal, so it can be contract or legal, something you have to sign your name on. So if it's to do with work, because it's sitting on that work card we spoke about, he's just there to tell you to make sure you check the fine print and make sure you look at what you're signing and it's exactly what you want it to read before you sign it. There's a celebration to do with signing this or getting this contract. It's a bit of a celebration with family or friends. And here's the Tower moment. So even though we're finishing on the Tower, this is a whole another cycle about to break open and go from there into another step again. So very exciting read for this first read. Very looking forward to see how the others end up going, if there's the same energy running. Okay, can we just get a Making Magic for reading one, please? Way too many, guys. Reading one, please. Just to finish off the end of the reading. Alright, there's three. We'll just whiz them out now. Sorry, it was a pathetic spin, but once I do it, I don't want to stop it again. I'll just take what we get. Alright, the first one. Okay. The Star. The silver energy of the Star brings good luck and serendipity. Beautiful. We like the Star energy, and these were the three that flicked. Successful career. So it sounds like there is some good energy going in towards this career. A happy working environment, pay rises and promotions. So be on the lookout for that, guys. That sounds like a positive thing to have. Happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. So that's just good energy coming in around the reading and around your life in general with this change that's coming in. And we've got the elements of fire, air, earth and water combined to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical and emotional. So it's very much the card of the Magician. And he has got all the elements of, I'll go backwards, water, fire, earth and air. And he's the fifth element. Well, you're the fifth element that makes the magic. You're the fifth ingredient. So very much the card of the Magician for the elements. So beautiful reading, reading one. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll go on to reading two. So bye for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, reading two. If you would have picked reading two, you would have picked this beautiful piece of calcite. It's a calcite bracelet, so it's quite pretty. Very pale, milky, moon, greeny white colour. So we'll go ahead and pick some cards for reading two, please. Oh dear. We've done that one. Reading two. This is it. Reading two. We have A new romantic cycle begins. Ooh. We have self-love. We have Mora, she who hesitates, ponder, delay, confidence, and warrior woman. You have you answered your deepest calling? So that's card number 6 here with self-love, and the rest don't have numbers. So, okay, a new romantic cycle begins. So with that, I know it's saying that's a romantic cycle, that you'd sort of pick straight away that it's with another person. I feel like it's to do with you. It's self-love. A romantic cycle is when you're feeling I'm trying to put it into words. I'm trying to get I've got the vibe, but I can't get my thoughts to get it. It's empowerment. It's just the whole thing's to do with empowerment. It's to do with the warrior woman. And she who hesitates, ponder, delay, confidence, that's what you're actually stepping out of. That is finishing. And this begins, the self-love. So with the new romantic cycle, I'll see what the cards say, but it definitely could be attracting some suitors. Like you could have people start asking or chatting you up, people flirting. I just feel like you're going to have this, you know, like you're oozing this energy that they're just like bees to honey. They're just coming. I know bees make honey, but you know what I'm trying to say. Trying to make that saying say that just like a bee to honey, you're attracting that energy. Okay, reading 2, let's get you some tarot cards. We'll go a bit further, go a bit deeper into this. For reading 2, please. Can we get a few cards for reading 2, please? This deck is just slightly too big. I have a bit of trouble shuffling it, but I'm getting there. Okay, I'm going to leave them be. Reading 2, please. For the new moon. Reading 2. Reading 2. Okay, see what we get. I'm not having too much luck shuffling them. Oh, we've got a fair few here, so there we go. There's the moon for the moon reading. 6 of Swords, beloveds. Okay, so there we go. There is definitely something going on here. With this moon, we're talking about the new moon cycle that's starting on the 9th or 10th, depending which hemisphere you're in. There's definitely that very feminine, mysterious energy. It's like there's been, like with the moon, sometimes it can be a veil that's drawn across your eyes and you can't see everything properly. Things seem to be a little bit, it's like you're slightly out of balance. Things are a bit out. But with that energy from the new moon and starting to move out of the new moon and going forward later into, continuing into the month of July, there's the passage away from difficulties. So there's movement. You're starting to move and go forward out of this energy and starting to actually see, and you're working out where you're going and what you're doing. We have the beautiful Lovers card there, which is quite erotic looking, isn't it? Well, with the Lovers card, it definitely seems to be you're attracting this energy's coming towards you. Like I said up here, with your self-love and with your confidence starting to build, you're coming out of that energy and you're going into this confident. I don't even think you look much different. It's just coming off you. It's like an energy that floats and you just exude it. Like they say, you got your mojo. Well, it's like it's not that you can actually see it for real, but people are attracting to you. And if you're in a relationship, well, it's going to start heating up a bit and things are probably going to get a little bit more. I get the feeling he can't keep his hands off you. She can't get enough of you. Whatever's going on, it's all... And you've got the warrior woman, so with that too, this is that confidence. That's why that confidence looks like it's come into play there, that you're sort of pulling up an energy from within somewhere and it's getting noticed, because even if you don't find the one, if you're single and you're looking, you're going to have a lot of people all wanting to date you, take you out, flirt with you. You're sort of going to be starting to wonder what's going on. There's just too much of it, too much of this energy. You know, you've got a bit of magic going on at the moment, but you're just attracting it all. We got the Two of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Six of Pentacles. So quite good omen there. The Two of Pentacles, which is balancing some money, but being we've got the Six of Pentacles and Judgment there with it, if you had lack or any juggling with money and finances, here comes Gabriel with his trumpet, and he's blowing the trumpet, and the trumpet's heralding the time of change, and he's bringing the dead out of the earth, so it's rebirth, it's change. And here's the Six of Pentacles, so there's money given or received, and it's generosity flowing in your direction. Now, of course, with all the people that watch, it can come in a lot of different forms, because money given or received can come through generosity, doing you a favour, you know, putting in a good word for you so you get a job. That can be all sorts, but it, you know, again, it definitely can mean money given to you, or you've got that much money you're able to hand it round to your family and friends. So what if the shoe fits? It sounds great. There's Temperance, Ten of Pentacles, yes, of course, and the Eight of Swords. So, okay, I just had to have a look. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I've got to sneak and look at what's the next one. This is the balance coming in and healing. This ponder, delay and confidence, she who hesitates, that's finished. You're not, that energy doesn't sort of sit with you anymore. If you ever did that a lot, that's the old you, it's going. Here's the healing, and it's come in, and this is you coming around into this new, it's the new energies coming in, and it's this warrior woman stepping up. And you're not going to be going around with a sword. You could, it would be pretty cool, but you know, you're virtually going to be like you're wielding that sword, and it's a sword of truth. I feel like you're not going to go out of your way to say anything nasty, but you'll speak your truth. You'll walk your talk, like you're just not putting up with this Eight of Swords here. That would have been how you were when you were in this energy, where you were trapped in your thoughts all the time, and you always felt like you couldn't say what you wanted. You couldn't speak. It's all to do with my throat's freaking out, so it's all to do with speaking, saying what you think, having an opinion, stating what you want, or what you're wanting, or what you're going to do. And the Ten of Pentacles definitely comes in as, it's usually to do with family money, so it can be to do with inheritance. You know, auntie or grandma leave you some money, or you get a check, or you get some money. Or it can be also, because we have the Six of Pentacles here, if there was some good luck or generosity come your way, and you had some extra money that you can give and receive, you might be giving some money around to the family. Or definitely, because we've got the Three of Cups here, which is a celebration, you definitely could be looking at investing into a property, or investing into some investment being made. I won't speculate because there's way too many to pick from. But when you invest this money, you're investing it, and it's going to be for the generations that are going to be coming after you. You're going to be your children and your grandchildren. It's like you're starting quite a big, you're sitting up on quite a big beginning. It's the beginning of a new cycle, and this part of it is to do with this making good decisions. Maybe you're not even investing money, you could be just making good decisions, and we're going to go ahead and get a deposit and buy a house. Like, you're starting to look at, because there's a celebration here, and the Three of Cups usually is with a few friends celebrating something that's, you know, a personal achievement. So to me it feels like that definitely is. We'll get a few more cards now. I'm going to go to the Everyday Witch deck. Just keep looking at this candle. It's just trying to go out, but I'm just willing it to live. Keep living. Don't go out. Okay, can we get some cards? Yes, I can see you want to jump. Get some cards for reading number 2, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's just get so many. Gotta stop. Okay, let's just get into it, guys. As usual, I've just got to make my way through the mess. I'm going to turn them over first because I know this was up. But there's the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. It's definitely the ending of a cycle. And the Strength card and the Seven of Wands. So a little bit of responsibility. So definitely the ending of something with two tens there. And they're both two positive tens. One's a Ten of Pentacles, one's a Ten of Cups. So you've got, again, with that celebration card, this is the family celebrating, the family coming together, and it's the perfection of the human heart. So it's quite a really positive card that things or something's come into play. And maybe it's through this big change with this energy, with this, you're coming into this confidence and empowerment. It just ripples out like a pond. You're the nucleus at the centre, and when you drop into that pond, the ripple just goes out, and it affects all your external world as it ripples out. The strength is you having the strength to go forward and walk this path and to move into it with up there with that Six of Swords I'm looking at. And we got the Seven of Wands. It's a bit of responsibility, but you're going to be fine with it. You've got the Nine of Cups, the Devil, and the Page of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is another celebration card, going out for dinner or celebrating with family and friends again. So a lot of this celebrating is going on. The Devil, well, the Devil's come out on that Ten of Pentacles. So you, like this old energy where you were a little bit less confident and there's a bit of doubt sneaks back in, but that's okay. Sit with it, let it wash over you like water off a duck's back. Let the doubt creep in. Breathe it in, breathe it out, off it goes. Okay, Page of Cups. News and information, or this one definitely looks like the artist, so it's maybe doing a bit of an art course or decorating something. You could be decorating or making or putting some effort into decorating something. There's another 10, which is the Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Ten of Wands is a little bit overwork. So when this energy changes and you start moving into this new energy, you will have to adjust to the energy. It's going to be a little bit different to this empowered person, is a bit different to the old you. Oops. That back up there. So, and the Five of Wands is a little bit of brainstorming. So the Ten of Wands is a little bit, could be having to work and physically go and do some work somewhere. I feel like you've got to go and pack something up or clean something out, or go and make something, you know, maybe cleaning up a car to sell it. I'm not sure. There's something that you're doing there with cleaning or packing. And you've got a few things on your plate. And here's the discussion going on, and you're delegating with people, getting other family or friends to help out. You're sort of asking them to come and help out, which is fine. And the Page of Wands is that news and information of the path opening up and going ahead. And here we've got the Death card, just to bring it all in. Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Death card is one door closing, one door opening, the death of the cycle, and I'd say it's the death of that old energy, which is your old energy. You've actually come up a level. That's really what's happening, is you're stepping up. You're coming up out of the energy you were living in. You've been through the big cycle. The wheel's turning, and you're coming back round to full centre. That's you there, the Queen of Wands. She's got her dragon, her bouquet, and they're throwing roses and flowers towards her. She's very much the chick in the Game of Thrones. She's very much in her element and feeling confident. And this is the emotional body there. I feel that King of Cups is the emotional body's under control. Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So Five of Swords is just a bit of energies moving and changing around with that Death card. There's that little bit of movement of energy going in and around. Eight of Pentacles is decorating, learning or making something. I feel like it's very much to do with that Page of Cups. It's learning or doing something to do with decorating or improving something. You're making something or improving something. Six of Cups, could have family or friends come round to visit, or someone from your past, even from your childhood, comes back in to visit. We had the Queen of Cups, Justice, and the Page of Pentacles. So Queen of Cups is definitely intuition, always checking back in with your intuition and checking that you're still staying true north, like you're still heading where you're supposed to be going. Justice is in and on your side. Things are going to work out and go in your favour a lot more, just like that sword in this warrior woman card. Things are going to be balanced up a little bit more equal. Your luck's going to change a little bit. I feel like you're going to be a little bit luckier, and not just with money, just luckier in general. You've got the Page of Pentacles, which is this path in front of you that you're going to start walking down and in. And you've got the Sun and the Lovers. So just at the beginning here we had the Lovers, we have the Lovers again. And it's definitely meeting up with somebody that is, it can be a soulmate, so it can be a lover or a friend. It can come in and can be around, doesn't have to be physical, it can be an emotional connection too. But the Sun is really good positive energy, and with the Lovers card coming out a second time, I feel like you're going to have your equal, you're going to be balanced, you're going to feel, just like these scales in this picture show, very balanced and very happy with, even if it's a romantic cycle, you're going to be really happy with who and what comes into play. So quite a big reading there for reading 2. It went on and on, but we got there. Now we'll just get a Making Magic to confirm the end of the reading, please. Okay. Just get a Making Magic one more. Oops, trying to flick a few. One more for this reading 2, please. Okay. That one was up. That one, we'll just take the top ones because I just can't read anymore. And we'll just get a Making Magic for reading 2, please. That one was up, and the ones underneath it, I'll just take the top one and think that's it. And one more. This one. One Enchanted Evening. Well, there you go, guys. This could be to do with this. It can come in a lot of ways, but I feel like that self-love and feeling that warrior woman and that confidence. The perfect night. So an enchanted evening, and it can come through with romantic. It can be with family and friends. You can just have a great night out where you're all laughing and celebrating. And there's a lot of celebration cards in there, so I'd say you can have a really great night somewhere coming up soon. Manifesting money and income. We like that. Protection. Every strong protective magic for family and the home. So your guides and your spirit team are with you, and they're watching over you and around you. And abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Well, you saw all that luck back up in the reading here where we had all the Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, all that is good energy coming in and around you. So really good positive reading, reading 2. That's it for you for now, guys. I'll catch you all again next reading. So don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff if you like the reading. And I'm out of here. I'm going for reading 3. We'll see you then. Catch you. Bye. Hey, reading 3. You were to pick this beautiful little LarvaStoneChakra bracelet. I wear it quite a bit. We'll pop on and get you some cards for reading 3, please. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Well, we shall see. Emily, Curiosity, Destiny and Search. We have Realization, card number 3. And we have Work Through Your Fears, New Moon and Scorpio. So Realization, it's a very beautiful card actually, and Realization is, there in the picture, there's a little, looks like Alice in Wonderland, you know, that little blonde sort of lady, and she's sitting in a big keyhole like she's looking through a giant door. So it's quite a big transition, bit of a change coming in. So with this change, because we're going for a new moon reading, I feel like there's a bit of a transition, a bit of a change coming in. Boundaries, you'll have to definitely look at them as you go along to see who's taking your time or your energy, or who wants things from you, because all the hands, very easy to see with that card with all the hands or reaching out trying to get something off you. Time, energy, maybe even money. Work through your fears, makes a lot of sense. And we have she who questions, curiosity, destiny and search. So I'd say as you're going into this realisation and going through that doorway, just had to touch that, there's going to be a few lessons to be learnt, so to speak, like personal, feels like a personal read. So we'll grab some cards, please, for reading number 3. Thank you. Reading number 3. Get a few cards for reading number 3. Wait a minute, I'm going to have to pick them up. I'll take that one because it flipped. Reading 3, and of course that one. Reading 3, please. Okay. I'm going to stop. Well, I'll get through them, but that's it. Yeah. That's enough. Okay. Rightio, reading 3. Let's go. Well, we had the Fool, 10 of Wands, and I know he flipped out a bit further along. I'm not sure if he flipped out amongst in these somewhere, but okay. Just get them up the right way. I did a bit of a big shuffle between decks. So 10 of Wands, a bit feeling, you want to put those wands down, feeling a bit overburdened, and of course it's with the 8 of Swords, so that's physically and mentally a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit too much going on with the physical body and the mental body, so thinking and exhaustion. So that energy's leaving, that energy's going. Here's the Fool coming in, and the new energy's picking up and starting with that new moon starting to come in. We have the 9 of Wands, which makes a lot of sense, the Hierophant, and the 8 of Wands. So 9 of Wands is that exhaustion, weary from the battle, wounded warrior. That's that sort of energy where you've sort of battled on a bit. You've got the Hierophant and the 8 of Wands, so there's the energy changing as it's sitting here with this Fool, with the new beginning and the new path starting to come and the new energy coming in. 8 of Wands is energy coming and moving quite fast, and it's picking up quite fast. That Hierophant, it can be to do with marriage, engagement, or education, or a formal gateway in life. We'll get some more cards before I say what I think he would really be. And we've got Death and the Ace of Pentacles. Now I'm pretty sure Death has come out in every single read, and it's just like, wow, okay. Because Death is all about change. One door's shutting, another door's opening. This realisation, so there's a portal, there's a gateway, there's an opening coming for you, there's an opening coming in your life that's going to be change. It's going to be a doorway that you can step through, because we have the door opening and the door closing there as well. What did we get? Oh, the Tower. Of course! Sorry. We have the Ace of Pentacles, so it looks like it can be to do with creating or making money. Because it's an Ace of Pentacles, it's the beginning, the new starting of something, the new beginning of the promotion, the new job, the new business, the new way of doing your business differently. I feel like there's a change. There was that change that was in up the top there, that's in. And there's the Tower moment. Now the Tower is always depicted with death. It's definitely a big change, because the Tower is just that, comes out of nowhere, but it's divinely guided. It's, you know, your own teams there backing it up, bringing it into play. So if they're behind it, it's, and there's the Magician. We'll keep going. I'm just laughing at the cards. The 8 of Pentacles, which is this working on this work thing, and the 10 of Cups. Great. So with that Magician, you have all the tools, you have all the magic. So if it's a promotion, you're going to be able to do it. If it's a new job, you're gonna ace it, because you had the Ace of Pentacles there. You're going to be fine. 8 of Pentacles is working towards and working hard at making everything work. I feel like it's not really to do with, this one's not really to do with study, it's to do with working towards making everything work. And the Ten of Cups is just a really happy, positive cycle is starting and coming in. Now we've got the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the World. Wow, guys, these readings have the energy was right through all three. That these readings are fully like a bit full on, but great. Queen of Cups, intuition, listening to your inner voice. You know, setting those boundaries, as we saw in that card up here, where you're going to be, because it's come out here on this exhausted, that was the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands, which is a little bit of overwork and a bit exhausted. At times, you could have people asking you to come and do this and come here, and like it's all social, but they're all wanting to hang out and be with you. And I feel that's where definitely some of the boundaries will be, is that you're going to have to say no sometimes and sort of check in and think, no, I really am tired today, I need to stay home and, you know, do a Netflix marathon. No, I don't even know, but you know what I mean. Just look out for yourself. Three of Pentacles, it can be home improvements, it's building. The Ace becomes the 2 to the 3, so it's expanding, improvement. And it's usually to do with creativity or making things more improved or better. And you've got the World, which is this big cycle that you're changing in and out of. This big cycle in your life is coming in and it's coming through that energy. Keep looking at her. She who questions, curiosity, destiny, search. So your destiny, something in your destiny, something you've been destined to do. This is what, this realisation, that's what's coming into play, is some part. It's a big cycle in your life that's coming into play here. I feel like it's something that it was meant to be. It's got that energy, it was meant to be, and you might not see it at the beginning, but as you get into it and get through it a bit further into it, it'll become very obvious to you that it was a turning point when this situation starts to come in. Work through your fears. Again, I keep looking at it, and it's definitely to do with just those moments when you stop and think a bit too much. You might get a bit overwhelmed with the changes and what's going on. So you need to put them to bed. You need to feel it, think, yes, it's a bit scary, but I'm going to jump anyway. Feel a bit like that. So, okay, can we get... It already knows what I'm asking because it's doing it. Can I get some cards for reading 3, please? Oh, I just cracked myself up. It's all good. Reading 3, please. And see, this is my favourite deck, and this is why. It just loves to come out and play. Okay, that's it. Stop, stop, stop. All right, it's a bit of a mess. Sorry, guys. I was too busy giggling to be watching what I'm doing. It's all good. Okay, it's starting to rain again. I like the rain. It's good. Right, guys. Back to the mess. Okay, we've got the Ten of Wands, which we have the Ten of Wands under there, which is a bit of that energy again, and the Nine of Wands. Oh, goodness. So, yes, here's the reading part 2, which is the repeat. No, it's all good. It's the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Wands. So we had that energy under there. So it's coming out of that exhaustion and that overworking. You've been working hard. And those of you that have been working hard and flogging hard, it's coming. It's coming. There's the World right there. I haven't seen what we've got in front of me there. I can see the Tower. I'm trying to find what I've got here in this macabre mess. I know this came out pretty early. There's the Chariot. So the Chariot's at 7 of the major arcana, and it's that beautiful energy of pushing forward and going through. You're not actually standing there looking at that keyhole and that doorway anymore. You're actually stepping through it and physically stepping into the other side and going into the other part of the journey, like you're stepping through the doorway. We've got the Four of Cups. That's fine. We can have that. I don't really know what to do with these. I'll just go like this and gather them up. It's just too much. I'm getting overwhelmed just looking at them. Okay, we've got the Justice. With the Four of Cups, it's a little bit of that work through your fears. You're going to have a moment here and there where you're going to have a bit of overwhelm with how much is changing and what's going on. And it's fine. Justice is coming and equaling out. Things are going in your favour. There's the Four of Wands, so you can see it's a good celebration. It could be a wedding, an engagement. You're going to a big party, or somebody's having a big do. There could be something in around your life with that going on. There's the Queen of Cups. We have her just here, didn't we? Yes. Confirmation again. Queen of Cups. That's that feeling of confidence, and that checking in and your own guide. So you're watching your boundaries, that you're not overdoing it with that overwork and spreading yourself too thin, that sort of chat. Ten of Cups, more celebration. Page of Wands, this new path that is opening and is coming in front of you and starting to open up. And it feels, I don't have it here but I'm looking, there's the Sun energy, beautiful, happy Tower, and the High Priestess. So of course you're your own counsel here. You're always checking back in and making sure, and you need to do this on and off to make sure that you're still heading true north. So just as this card says that she's curious, destiny, and she's searching. So always following all the breadcrumbs they leave you. Your own team around you are leaving you breadcrumbs all the time, but you're still checking back in with yourself. Or you know, like you're doing now, consulting the tarot and checking back in to see what any other news or information they've got to let you know. But this confirms this big step through this big, like the World card was saying, there's a big cycle and a lot of change coming in, and it's all been divinely guided. Sorry, I'll get my mouth to work. It's your team. It's your team coming in around you, and they're helping point you in that direction, and you're listening. That's the best thing with those two Queen of Cups. You're listening. You're actually tuning in and you're listening to what they're trying to tell you. There's the Sun card to show you that things are coming up quite carefree and happy. Good times, lots of happy times and fun going to be coming in. Lots more of it. The Hermit, Three of Wands, and Strength. Hermit is what we're just chatting on about there, which is checking back in with yourself, meditating. Even if you're not meditating, you're just sitting and being a bit quiet, and you're thinking and you're listening to thoughts that bubble up, and you know what thoughts are yours and what thoughts they're virtually feeding in to let you know things. That's your intuition. You're listening. So that's really positive, a really positive thing to be doing. Three of Wands is expansion. So it's watching your ships come in. Things are growing and going, and like, you know, it's slowly, it's like watching, planting a seed, and you're watching the bush come up and the fruit starting to come on, like it's starting to bear fruit. Strength card, just showing you that the strength is there and you have the inner strength and you are able to get up and walk and do this. You won't have to worry about, you know, have I taken on too much? You're going to be fine. We have the Knight of Wands, so fast moving energy, and it's quite positive, really strong, and it's fire energy, but it's really a positive fiery energy, like it's really good. It just sort of, you know, moving things, getting going, and you're sort of, like I said, you're feeling that confidence, that realisation's coming in. Nine of Pentacles, which is you're shouting yourself a treat, or you're giving yourself a bit of reward because of all the energy you've gone and moved and done all this big work. And there's the Moon. Well, the Moon, it's a moon reading, so there's the Moon just coming at the end to say, I feel like there's still something hidden there that they're not revealing to you yet. I mean, it feels like, to me, it's going to be a surprise. I'm going to see what I get there, because I'll just pull a couple more for that. There's that rest. Four of Swords, having to rest a little bit and watch out for your energy levels if they're a little bit fluctuating. There's the Death card again. Okay. Oh yes, that just goes on about the boundaries. Same thing, the Seven of Swords is to do with boundaries. Five of Swords, setting boundaries and telling people, yes I can, no I can't, or, you know, saying what you think. Ace of Cups, so fate, destiny, karma. Knight of Pentacles, somebody coming in offering you something to do with work, or something to do with a loan, or something to do with the Emperor and the Page of Cups. So with the Emperor, it could have to do with, see, because he's sort of big foundation like banking and stuff, it sort of feels like there could be something to do with purchasing something, or getting something you want. Like it could be you've always dreamt to have a nice car, or a new car, or a certain model. Feels like that's going to come in. It might not be by, just in the new moon and the full moon. It might be a little bit, couple of months past that, but I feel like there's some energy coming in there that's definitely to do with that death card. Because I was trying to get some clarification on the moon, and she is telling me, without a doubt, your cup's overflowing, you're quite happy, and with the Emperor, he's in control. He's in control of his material world. So I feel like you're going to get something special you wanted. It could be a car, it could be anything, you name it. You could even be getting a deposit to put down for a house. There's something that you're getting that you probably thought a while ago you might not be able to do it, but now it becomes obvious you can do it. So it's a positive achievement. It feels like there's an achievement. So anyway, we'll get on. Okay, reading 3. Let's get you some Making Magic cards. Oh, there's one, there's 2. Reading 3. We get, oh, there we go. They're out. Now we'll just get these last spin done. Okay. Reading 3. Please, reading 3. What else can we get them? Bit of a big spin on. Okay. It is air. Work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. So that's at working with your fears. So when the fears come up and you have this like a worry, sit down and really look at it and cut through to the core and really see what the truth of the situation is, what is actually making you so fearful, when these things pop up. And we've got triple moon. Oh, the moon reading. Go the new moon reading. Enhancing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So with that realization, embracing all aspects of yourself. So I'd say that with this change, because it was all a fair bit to do about change and boundaries, so another good little omen. We had the elements. The elements of air, fire, air, earth and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual renewal, physical and emotional as well. So I think we had, did we have the magician? I thought we had the magician somewhere. I'm not sure now. Too many cards, guys, too many cards. Gone mad. But with that, that's the oh, there's the High Priestess. But we had the elements of air, fire, air, earth and water combined to create powerful protective boundaries. So there we go, the boundaries. I'm looking, I've lost it a bit there, sorry, it went a bit off my head. Spiritual, mental, physical and emotional. So those boundaries will be strengthened. So you call on the elements when you feel like you need to have your boundaries more firmly in place. And then we've got earth. We've got a lot of this air, triple moon, elements and earth. So with earth, ask the element of earth for grounding, stability and strength in times of chaos. So again, when any of the fear or the boundaries come up, don't forget to ground. Take a time out and just sort of zone in and settle down. That's that Queen of Cups that I was saying she was going to be trusting in her own intuition. So with this change, like anything when there's change around, make sure that you just go nice and steady, nice and easy. Give yourself a bit of time and be kind. Be kind to yourself. So thanks reading 3. That's all for you for now. catch you all again next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye for now.